Hi everybody, I'm Bocaj, and today I have with me Logan, my little brother, and we're going to be talking about what makes a good horror movie. Logan, you watch a lot of horror movies recently. You've been watching Hellraiser, you've watched The Crow, you've watched, well, Crow technically isn't a horror movie, but you know what I mean. You've been watching a lot of horror movies recently, so I was thinking, why not ask you about what makes a good horror movie?
No computer animation, all props and good suspense. And
So you don't like CGI in say monster movies. You prefer puppeteer work rather than CGI. So like in Van Helsing, where all the monsters were computer animated, you prefer something like The Thing, where it was all puppeteer work.
yes, and it makes it look more realistic, more scary.
That's true. Okay, so something that makes a good horror. What's something that makes a bad horror movie for you?
Crappy actors and involving nothing but a bunch of women running around with no shirts on. You got some web in there.
Oh, thank you. But anyway, well, I can understand that, but okay, but it's a horror movie, so of course actors aren't going to be very good. I mean, you're not going to see Brad Pitt in a Hellraiser movie, right?
Like hell.
Speaking of which, you've been watching a lot of Hellraiser movies, and what are your thoughts towards the Hellraiser series?
I think they just should have stopped at the second one. I mean,
okay,
the
so
first and second ones were good.
Okay, what made the first and second Hellraiser good, though?
Well, the plot line of it, the first one, it actually led into the second one.
Okay, so just to make sure I'm understanding you right, the reason why you like the first two is that they actually work in unison with each other, where the other sequels are just random plots.
Yes.
Okay, so I honestly never really liked the Hellraiser movies because, well, I like the Cenobites. I like the look and the design of them, but I just don't really like the overall over-the-top gore aspect of it.
Yeah, that's true. Can't have too much blood in it.
Well, yeah, see with me, three good horror movies that I really enjoy is Donnie Darko.
Very good.
The first Halloween movie.
Loved it.
And Shutter Island. Because a lot of those, yeah, they do have their certain moments where it's kind of bloody, but they focus more on the psychological aspects of horror rather than just throw buckets of paint like Saw and The Devil's Rejects.
Yeah.
Well, what's a few good horror movies to you, and what's a couple of bad horror movies to you?
Bad horror movies, Friday the 13th.
Okay, which one?
All of them.
There you go. Okay, so what's another good one?
I'd have to go with Halloween.
Halloween, the John Carpenter or the Rob Zombie?
I'm going to have to go with both.
Both of them. Okay.
Very good.
All right, well, give me one more. One more good horror movie.
Dawn of the Dead. I enjoyed that very much.
Which one? The Zack Snyder one, the remake?
I'll have to go with Zack Snyder. I haven't seen the older one.
The George Romero one. I haven't seen that either. I've been meaning to. But anyway, that's beside the point. Okay, so anyway, what's another thing that, name two bad horror movies.
I'm probably going to have to go with Friday the 13th, 8th chapter.
Okay.
And Freddy vs. Jason.
I liked Freddy vs. Jason.
It was alright,
well, you see, the thing is with Freddy vs. Jason, you don't expect it to be scary, because it's like seeing a trailer for Zombieland, or anything with Jason Statham in it. You look at this and you say, that's what the movie's going to be. You know exactly what you're going into, because I expected, when I saw Freddy vs. Jason, I expected to see, this is going to be over the top, it's going to be stupid, but it's going to be funny as hell, and it was. So I wasn't really disappointed with Freddy vs. Jason, because I really didn't expect to see much in general going in to see it.
Yeah.
See, that's why I like zombie movies, is because you know what's going to happen, and you still find it entertaining.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so give me one more bad horror movie.
Seen a lot. I'm going to have to go with something called Milo.
Milo. I have no idea what that is. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
But, okay, so, let's see here. What's, to me, a bad horror movie is anything that really, like, just throws away a good pacing and eeriness for just over-the-top gore, like, Hostel or Saw. Those kind of movies, to me, I don't find scary at all. I just find them stupid and over the top and unnecessary. Whereas good horror movies, like a few other good horror movies, like Sixth Sense. Did you ever see that?
I've heard that was actually very good.
Well, there's a scene in it where the little kid is standing in a hallway, and behind him you see this figure move past the hallway and walking into his kitchen, and you don't know if it's his mom or a ghost or if it's some unknown
or if it's Bruce
evil.
Willis.
Or if it's Bruce Willis, you don't know. And that's what I find, it's the mystery of it and the unknown that I find scary about it. Kind of like in a monster movie, like The Thing, it starts off kind of scary because you don't know what it is, you just know it's gross, it's scary, and it's evil looking.
Yes.
And it gets less scary when you find out what it is. It's like an alien parasite.
Yeah.
But so anyway, I think we've babbled enough.
Yes.
So anyway, overall I believe what makes a good horror movie is pacing, good atmosphere, a good soundtrack as well, and no over-the-top stupidness. And what makes a bad horror movie is over-the-top gore, tits everywhere you look, which is never really a bad thing, but you know what I mean. And also a reused protagonist. I would say so. Like it's I'm pretty sure everyone can agree with that. That the Freddy Krueger and the Jason Voorhees and the Cenobites, they're overused, and there's no real mystery to it anymore. So anyway, Logan, thank you for doing the video with me.
Well,
I'm Bocage, and that's all I have to say.